What is the best warm-up routine out there to get you ready for Premiere or Face It? Is it the simple Aim Botz and Deathmatch routine, or is it more complex? Does it make sense to download specific maps to train specific skills, or is it even worth it to spend some money on services like Refrag? Let's find out together. But before that, don't forget about the giveaway here on YouTube and on Discord. Check everything down in the description below. And now a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by SkinBaron, the ultimate marketplace for buying and selling your CS skins. SkinBaron is a German company with an excellent Trustpilot rating, trusted by thousands of players. Save up to 30% compared to the Steam market. With over 1 billion skins and easy to use filters, finding your perfect skin is a breeze. They offer multiple payment methods including credit card, Klarna and even more. And if you're selling a skin worth over 1,000 euros, you'll only pay 2% fees on it. Use my code Shifterz to support the channel and start your SkinBaron journey today. Thank you SkinBaron, and now back to the video. So what I've done, I've purchased myself a subscription to Refrag so I can test it out for a month and give you an honest opinion on it. But before we get into that, let's actually look at the simplest one, and that's a simple combo of Aim Botz and Deathmatch. And this combo is super effective and very simple. The first round is focused on training your muscle memory, getting your movement up to speed so you can do the one taps, and then once you're warmed up, you jump into a deathmatch server where you're practicing against players and not bots, which is a good thing since bots are pre-programmed to move a specific way, and here you can actually train your skills against real players. However, there are some downsides here. On the one hand, you are only focusing on specific stuff. The first one would be tapping heads. At deathmatch, you are not going to really focus on pre-fires or any other skill. You're mostly going to be focused on that combat side. Then, if you want to step it up, you have specific custom maps that you can download, and the workshop is full of them. You want to become better at your spray control, there is a map for that. You want to learn pre-fires, there is a map for that. You want to become better at movement, there are maps for that. I'm going to put them up on screen so you can see all of them. However, there are multiple maps that will focus on a specific thing you want to practice on, and overall it will give you much more input than a normal deathmatch game would give you in those scenarios. And on top of that, everything is free. So now let's get to the real thing about this video. Is it worth it to spend money on Refrag? Let's quickly give you a rundown of how I trained for a month. I started off with just using the coach warm-up routines. You can select how long you want to play, and you get a link to a private server, and once you join, you're going to go through a specific routine set up by the system, and over the set time you are going to be doing specific tasks. You're going to start off with warming up your aim, and then you're going to be moving on to specific tasks, for example like crossfire, pre-fire, your clutching or other stuff, and these bots will dynamically adjust to your skill level. And on top of that, the bots will learn what you will need to improve on and will therefore adjust your warm-up routine to compensate for those lacking skills so you can improve them. And after 2 weeks, I jumped into the routine section, and here for me I found very interesting stuff. For example, you can play specific warm-up routines from pros, and for the last 1.5 to 2 weeks I've been playing with Twisted's warm-up routine, which is longer than the normal standard warm-up routine of 15 minutes. However, I found it very effective. I especially enjoyed the defender category, since even though it is very hard sometimes, I found it very effective since I was fighting multiple enemies, working against flashbangs and molotovs and trying to kill all of the enemies. And on top of that, for every competitive map you have a complete utility guide, so you can check out everything. All of the videos are in there on the website, and you can find out how to throw a specific utility. And this is super effective if, for example, you have the game open and you have the website on your second screen, and so you can basically copy everything that is happening on your second screen in your game. What I haven't tried out is the bootcamp function. However, these are tutorials for every specific map that will take you about an hour to complete. However, it is a complete breakdown of one specific map, and you will learn a lot. And just like Leetify, you're going to receive feedback after every match, and your coach is going to give you specific information on what you could improve on, and basically click on the website, start the server, and a specific routine to improve that specific problem is going to be created. And now to the biggest factor of them all, the price. So I decided to try the middle option, which is the competitor. However, there is a cheaper option of $7 a month, and then there's also a teams option. However, that is most likely not going to be something for you. So now to the final question: were the $15 that I spent worth it? And personally, even though I love the automation of everything that the service provided, I think $15 a month is too much. The free alternatives out there are good enough for a lot of people. The biggest factor here is the automation. You start up a server and the system provides you with everything you you need, and you just have to go through your warm-up routine. The system does everything in the background, and once you're done, you just leave the server and you're ready to play. And on top of that, everything that has to do with utility, you can now basically download it on the workshop too. There's no real need of a video explaining to you how to do a specific lineup. Basic lineups for every map can be downloaded over the Steam workshop, and if you want to learn obscure lineups or newer lineups, everything is on YouTube. But nevertheless, I still love the features that I received. Having everything automated for me was a breeze, and I really enjoyed that. That is why I would say, for me personally, maybe the player option would be enough. Yes, it is $7 a month. However, it has all of the basic needs that I have in the package included, since the competitor package doesn't really appeal to me. So if you want to try it out, go with the player option and then see for yourself. So that was my take on Refrag and the specific warm-up routines that are out there. Yes, I know I haven't covered them all and gone into detail. This was more of an overview and talk about unpaid and paid options. So that is why, let me know down below, what have you used before? Have you used Refrag, for example, before or not? And as always, guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links in the description down below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.